only one small city of heroes stood in Talia's way, keeping her from finally climbing the mountain to the Council of Little Snots. Heroes' Gorge would have to fall. Talia had left a trail of devastation on her way to the Council of Little Snots. Now, only the city of Heroes' Gorge stood between her and her path to the peak.
Excellent. So they call it Heroes' Gorge. I think I'll rename it Heroes' Grave when I'm done with it. Forward, creatures! Time to...
Then, out of nowhere, Tristan appeared, just as if he were following a bad script. A bad script would be ashamed of this crummy story.
Men! This place must be protected. Stand firm and light the beacons. Oh yes, and activate the magic tower.
Hey, that's not fair! Treachery, cheating!
Powered by the mana ray from the magic tower, Heroes' Gorge was now protected by a magic shield, impenetrable to evil's creatures. The sharp-witted evil set to work on a plan. It had to take control of the tower. Maybe that would not only bring down the shield, but could also be used for something else.
Sounds like a brilliant plan. Forward, creatures! Oh, don't smash that thing. Capture it and get me the deeds to it.
The infernal evil already had some more experienced demonic creatures at its disposal. A chamber of relaxation would have to be built to prevent them from becoming unhappy.
Chamber of relaxation? Lazy sods. The things you do for your subordinates.
Hey,
The digging evil's activities had not gone unnoticed. Heroes would soon set out to destroy the dungeon heart. Rumor had it that some dwarves had captured a few succubi because of gambling debts or something of the sort.
Gambling debts, schmambling debts. We'll get them out of there, hire them, and then let them do the dirty work for us.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
men! Align the tower and take those foul fiends under fire!
Tristan's men used the magic tower against the indignant evil's armies. If the tower were not captured, any ventures on the overworld would prove extremely unpleasant.
Hey! What the hell? Unheard of firing at us here.
Talia and the surprised evil's army were taken under fire by the magic tower. The absent evil's creatures would get no rest there until it had been captured.
Ha! Never! Reload, men! Talia, you beast! Stop tormenting those poor villagers! Pick on someone your own size!
Says the guy hiding behind the giant magic shield.
One of your Talia and the ghostly evil had discovered some dwarves who had made themselves comfortable in the dungeon. Unfortunately, they were blocking the way to the magic tower.
Those pint-sized creeps really have to hang around everywhere in the underground. One of those basil trogs wanders into their kingdom one day and drives them off, and suddenly they're everywhere. And all because they wanted to dig up some mithril for their elf friends or something like that. Whatever. Hurt them, beat them, make little clay basil trogs and bash them with those.
The dungeon heart is being attacked. You've dug into a spider room. Ding dong! It's payday!
Treachery! The enemy is attacking my creatures with that magic tower! How rude! Forward, creatures! Do something about that! Even if some of you die, that is a sacrifice I am willing to make.
The mana-hoarding evil's little plots had unearthed the Manivore. These beings were known for consuming mana. As if that were not disturbing enough, they also became more powerful or even reproduced in the process. It made sense to secure the Arcanium well. The horrific evil had destroyed one of the villages surrounding Hero's Gorge. Tristan did not seem pleased.
Talia, you barbaric monster! Those honest villagers didn't do anything to you. I will soon capture you again and put you on trial.
Thanks, but one road trip in the cage with you was really more than enough. Brother dear.
One Manivore had eaten so much mana that it had evolved into a large, much stronger Manivore.
Stupid Manivores. Can't they eat some other evil underground ruler's mana? Like that Oberon, for example?
Your enemies are in the dungeon. The chilled evil had built a chamber of relaxation for its demons. From then on, they could relax and enjoy a cozy mana bath. A creature has become livid with rage. A new area has been unearthed in the dungeon. Defend the dungeon heart. dug into a spider room. Payday! Your little snots have dug into a spider nest. Your enemies are in the dungeon. The towerless evil still did not have the magic tower under its control. Mentally slapping its forehead, it set out to change this. Manivores have been discovered in your dungeon. A new area of the dungeon has been discovered. collecting their pay. Like the first succubus joined the ever-expanding evil's army. These infernal demonesses were able to charm opponents and sway them to their side for a short time. Very helpful indeed. The liberating evil had freed the succubi from their predicament. They gratefully joined its army. A new area of the dungeon has been discovered. Your little snots have roused some lava lumps. Enemies are in the dungeon. The burrowing evil had discovered a buried exit to the overworld. Dug into a...
There goes another village up in flames, while my stepbrother hides under the table. Like that time at Vladimir's birthday.
You promised to never speak of that! Never!
The horrific evil had destroyed one of the villages surrounding Hero's Gorge. Tristan did not seem pleased.
Talia, you barbaric monster! Those honest villagers didn't do anything to you. I will soon capture you again and put you on trial.
Thanks, but one road trip in the cage with you was really more than enough. Brother dear.
Beast! Stop tormenting those poor villagers! Pick on someone your own size!
Says the guy hiding behind the giant magic shield.
Your enemies are in the dungeon.
Your throne room is under attack.
payday. Creatures are collecting their pay.
Talia! I just made myself a delicious Valerian tea. And maybe you'd like to join me. And we can just talk everything over.
Damn well that Valerian makes me break out in a rash, you nasty, hypocritical...
Talia had once again kicked the bucket. The conquering evil had taken the magic tower. With a few skillful tweaks, this was converted into a powerful weapon, capable of taking areas of the map under fire.
Just what I mean. With this, we'll destroy Balderon. I mean, Hero's Gorge, of course. Go ahead, lock and load, and then we'll throw some eyes at them.
Men, I see the fear in your eyes. Evil has taken the tower. If we do not do something, the shield will eventually collapse. Fortunately, the time has not yet come to despair, for there is a solution. Mana shipments!
It seems that Tristan had not been dropped on his head as a baby, as some people claim to be the case with his stepsister.
Hey!
And so he ensured that, in the future, mana would be shipped overland to the shield.
Onwards, comrades! Clear the way for the first shipment!
What? What a shot! Forward, creatures! Stop 'em! Tear 'em apart! Smash 'em! Cut 'em apart with... So really hurts.
The nefarious evil had stopped a mana shipment. Instead of strengthening the shield, it would now be stored in the dungeon instead.
Ah, that's the way I like it. That's exactly how it's supposed to go.
Men! Even though we have suffered heavy losses, all is not lost. The shield is holding, and rescue is at hand. Men! Another mana shipment is needed to charge the shield.
Tristan saw a danger emerging as mana became scarce in Hero's Gorge. From now on, 2 shipments set out. day? Manivores have appeared in your dungeon. The magic tower was once again available. The destructive evil's creatures destroyed a mana shipment.
Men! Even though we have suffered heavy losses, all is not lost. The shield is holding, and rescue is at hand.
Your enemies are in the dungeon. Two mana shipmen set out to refill the shield at Hero's Gorge. Tristan had now fully perceived the threat Talia and the transport intercepting Evil's army posed. From now on, 3 shipments would set out. One of the mana shipments met its inglorious end at the hands of absolute evil. The magic tower was able to fire again.
These mana shipments are easier to destroy than butter. Well, okay, destroying a pound of butter just like that is pretty difficult too. Because you get sick pretty quickly and, oh, whatever, just break more stuff.
Men! Even though we have suffered heavy losses, all is not lost. The shield is holding, and rescue is at hand.
day.
So now they're sending out 3 mana shipments at once. I can literally smell their desperation. Either that or it's one of these little snots that stubbornly refuses to use deodorant. Ugh.
The destructive evil's creatures destroyed a mana shipment. The mana shield had been destroyed. Heroes Gorge now lay defenseless before the devastating evil's army.
Finally! Come on, creatures, finish them off! Knock them out! Throw wax crayons at them!
The Magic Tower's cannon was ready for action.
Oh, yes, we sure showed that. That was a nice little warm-up. Oh, by the way, did we manage to kill Tristan too? Is he lying around here somewhere?
Talia test-speared several of the dead heroes, but there was no sign of Tristan. Apparently, Talia had failed to notice that the latter had already absconded some time ago.
That kind of spoils the joy of victory for me, I've got to admit.
Of course, this is only the 6th mission. It would probably be a bit too much to ask if the whole thing with Tristan was over now.
I could definitely drag out his demise, let me tell you. Believe me, I can be very creative. But enough of that. It's time to finally get to that council of little snots, get a new vessel, and then finally finish off those heroes.
The Ascent.